sinna ish Guia ashla na lego azago DJ na shtoy do ashchad yigishta.
Hey!
Eyes on Kazuhira.
A message from the parasites.
Talker. Haven't seen you eat a single thing since you got here. Let me guess. Photosynthesis?
Oh? What makes you say that?
Well, a long time ago, I knew someone with a similar ability.
Well, you are correct. Most of my body is covered with parasites. I supply them with water, and in return, I receive sugars they produce when exposed to light. It isn't just my skin either. The parasites also act as my eyes. They have replaced many of my internal organs as well. It is thanks to them that I live on after over a century.
How did you obtain them anyway? Through your research?
I would like to say as much, but there is more to it than that. Let me take you back 20 years. I had hit a dead end with my parasite research. Then I was approached by a foundation. They said they had a sample of an unusual strain of parasite.
Which foundation?
Apparently, they had links to ARPA. But that is all I learned. I was somewhat ignorant of the ways of the world. Just being able to study it was enough for me.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Go on.
Half in doubt, I visited them to discover the body of an old man. Well, to be precise, his partial remains. A collection of parts, you could say. The man had died in an explosion.
An old man, you say?
His flesh had not decomposed. In fact, the tissue's cells were still metabolizing. The parasite had infected, or should I say assimilated with, the tissues, and was keeping them alive. I became obsessed with studying the body parts, foregoing food and even sleep. Every day was filled with new discoveries. The parasite's biology, internal anatomy, life cycle. But there was only so much I could learn through observation. And so I made a decision. To truly know the parasites, I had to live with them.
So, you implanted them inside you from the dead man's flesh?
Correct. It was quite a gamble, whether or not they would adapt to me. But fortunately, it appears I was compatible with them. Or perhaps, through my many years of research, my immune system learned to tolerate them.
Were they that body's only parasite?
Yes. However, there was a separate specimen that supplied its host with adrenaline in response to pain, and yet another that could control insects at will through secreting heterogeneous pheromones. I wanted exposure to them, to take them into me, but my wishes were denied. Their records, though, provided clues that helped advance my research. Would you care to join me? A life spent never worrying about food is a most wonderful one.
I think I'll pass. But thanks. This has been helpful.
The one that covers the parasite that lives on the surface of the skull's bodies is what gives them their power, similar to my children who live in my skin. I modified the parasites I isolated from the body of that old man. differentiating them with various abilities. One that can blend perfectly into its surroundings by exposing the pigments in its cells at will. Another that, by harboring multiple species of metallic archaea, can oxidize and reduce metal. Isolating the one that covers and transplanting it into an artificial medium should provide the same abilities as the skulls, but they can only subsist within a human body. Once transplanted into the medium, they will eventually die. Another thing, the weakness of the one that covers is desiccation. Their surface moisture loss is greater than ours. The reason they give off mist is to alleviate this by releasing the salts inside them as microparticles. Water vapor condenses around them, appearing as mist. But this dries out the atmosphere until they cannot even produce mist. And once their supply of water from the host runs out, the parasites are in danger. They, along with their host, enter a form of suspended animation. However, a similar effect occurs if they come into contact with a large amount of water. Rain, for instance. The one that covers will temporarily abandon other processes in his eagerness to absorb the water. Pitijolone. Make the weather your ally.
Please select a mission.
Boss, research materials have been stolen from Code Talker's mansion. The materials were packed into 2 containers and hidden in the jungle southwest of the mansion. You have to recover those containers. The pickup crew coming for those documents is none other than XOF. That's right. They're still active, even after Skullface's death. Now that he's no longer in charge, their original chain of command has been restored. Meaning if XOF gets those documents, Code Talker's research ends up in Cypher's hands. According to Code Talker, the research papers stored in that mansion account for over 50 years of study. The problem is the vocal cord parasites. If the papers documenting that research fall into Cypher's hands, they'll take another long, hard look at them. The ethnic cleansers we thought were history will become a reality. America, Zero, will have a weapon far more powerful than any nuke. Even worse, if this knowledge were to leak, the world, humanity, can't be entrusted with this kind of power. Recover the containers before the enemy extraction choppers arrive.
Heading to Central Africa.
Boss, Code Talker's research has been stolen. The research materials have been packed into 2 containers and hidden in the jungle southwest of the mansion. Enemy extraction choppers will be there any minute. You have to find and retrieve those containers before they arrive. That area is being guarded by zero-risk security, and their client is XOF. If the choppers make off with the containers, that research will end up in Cypher's hands. That cannot be allowed to happen. One other thing, boss. We need a cargo-capable Fulton extraction device to recover the containers. Use your iDroid to order its development and have it dropped in. Be careful down there, boss.
Muy buenas, Darks. Aquí seguimos en la guía del metal, juntamente con el perturbado Hardy Daytona. Bueno,
hola.
El fantástico Daytona, va.
Hello, Darks, ¿cómo estás?
Aquí en esta misión, que la verdad, por fin tenemos una misión que no se repite en el capítulo 2.
¡Milagro!
Miráculo. Y nada, tenemos que ir a buscar unos contenedores y extraerlos.
Tiene un fundamento, tiene una base argumental bien bastante profunda, ¿eh?
A mí no me gusta, porque entre el traje que llevo y la zona y los blindados y todo, me recuerda al Metal Gear Solid 3 y eso siempre
Sí, esta zona es nueva, ¿no? Habéis pasado por aquí.
Sí. Creo que sí. Es cuando vas a hablar con la de Talker.
Ah, vale, sí. Ya me he ubicado.
¿Se oye lluvia, Hardy?
No. ¿Es soleado?
No,
o parece, no sé, es que hay tanta árbol aquí ahora en el juego.
Me parece que llueve en mi casa, no sé.
¡Ah! Vale. Decía, me parece que hay... hace un sol que te torras.
Torras quiet. Marca
God
quiet.
damn it.
Ah, no se puede utilizar, no se puede ver cuando está con uno. Bueno, yo me los llevo.
Sí. Si son malos, los despides y ya está. You're fire.
Aunque ahora los pongo en el sitio que no tengo actualmente lleno, que es el de las FOAS.
Ah, el de seguridad, ¿no?
El de seguridad.
Can't go firing on the XOF choppers. If we attack XOF now, it'll be a declaration of war against Cypher itself. That time will come, but it's not now.
Espérate, que voy a utilizar esto a ver qué os parece. Está chulada.
Me encanta esto.
Está guapísimo.
Spit it out.
Sí, me tienen cogidito.
Qué lastimoso sonado eso.
Es tu mente.
Seguro.
Luego hay otra tarea que es completa la misión sin que ningún enemigo descubra que hemos extraído el contenedor. Y la otra es salir con el contenedor de la misión. Ya sabéis.
Montados encima.
Sí.
Está acercando a uno.
Me dará tiempo.
Sí. No se gira. Por suerte contamos con la inestimable ayuda de...
Brazo. Tiene nuestro brazo.
También. Es bueno, ¿eh?
Es
Yo diría
buenísimo.
que para stunear y demás es el mejor.
Sí, porque Rocket Punch no es malo, pero hace más ruido.
Sí, cierto. La lástima es que esté el Haidara este, o como se llame, el Beauty
Sí,
Beauty.
lo dice él. Haidara.
Tiene que significar algo.
¡Me pillan justo en el momento!
Oh.
No sé si me ha contado, ¿eh? 1, 2... No. Que en el último segundo. Qué rabia. Bueno.
Una S igual.
Sí, una S, sí, pero bueno. Lo de las tareas, aquí sí, ¿no? Aquí like. Maldito sea.
Boss, we got Code Talker's research materials back in one piece. The medical team has them under lock and key in the quarantine facility. The materials should help their research into the vocal cord parasites. Cypher won't be getting their hands on them now.
Bueno, Darks, aquí es el momento de dejarlo. A posteriores hay una cinemática. Y ya sabéis nuestra política de vídeos. Y sin más, nos despedimos. Hasta el siguiente. Chao.
Hasta la vista.
Stay back. It's too dangerous. Hey. Back up, kid. I said no. You have to stay back.
Some things can't be helped.
Back to your quarters. What's going on?
Shabani. Mayaka 9 Kingoya. Shabani.
It's down there?
Hey, the tank at the bottom is filled with chlorine disinfectant. One whiff and you'll suffocate. Don't even.
How could you let it fall down there anyway?
Go down there, and it is over.
Boss!
Hey, listen to me! There is no way to recover the body.
What kind of stunt was that? Trying to panic us?
Look,